going on, fam and friends? We're back again. Day 977 in a row. It's a marathon show. We're going to be rocking all night, so spread the word. We'll see you in a minute. It's Renaissance Man.
Night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop, hey, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Friday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's a Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 977 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day. So I hope you're here for the long haul. We're doing a marathon show. What do you mean, Mark? Going all freaking night. That's right, go grab your popcorn, grab some freaking ice cream, throw caramel on top. Gotta stay up. We're gonna be here all night. Yeah, YouTube, you can't stop the light. We're gonna cut them off the air. I'm coming back on. Yeah, you cut me off, I'm coming back on the air then. What do you think? You think you can stop me? 977 in a row. Just getting going. I'm just saying. It's the Friday Night Marathon Show. Yeah, tell the friggin' world. Oh, where are you going? You want to go watch this? No, get over here. We're here all freaking night. You can go there. Come back. We'll be here. You want to come in? You're going to miss something, though. I'm telling you. Like, you missed this. You're about to miss the song we're going to rip the friggin' hell out of because it looks like Live Jam is winning right now. Look, what? You want to live jam it? I'm good with that. It's Friday night, and we're going to get into it. Amazing how often I forget the old days, because I'm living in the friggin' moment. Lying in the field under the sun, while the birds fly around in the sand. Oh, yeah. There's something to live for. Yes, there is. Zabrowski, are you ready? We're getting into a show here. You got a minute and like 18 before you get to your woohoo. You better give it to us tonight. I'm bringing it. You don't bring it, we're sending you, giving your papers. We're sending you back. Oh, we don't want a Zabrowski anymore. Yeah, you can't come and give us it, the full woohoo. No, we're just going to give you, shipping you off. Better times ahead for you, pal. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Mark. I'll do better next time. You keep saying that. What's that, Joanne? No, I'm giving him another warning. But he keeps disappointing the Renaissance Man fam. It's kind of annoying. Like, they're like, yay, the woohoo, and then he disappoints us with like it's like a flat woohoo. Like, he didn't get there today. It wasn't like on, key. He went flat on the woohoo. Let's see how he does today. Zabrosk, I'm not trying to put pressure on you at all, but seriously? Oh, there's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. Zabroski, ready? Let me get it, Zabrosk! We need a woohoo in the mo! That's what I'm talking about. I think he did okay today, guys. We're going to wait, Zabrosk. It's on the Renaissance Man fam. They're the ones who are going to do a little tabulation. I gave them a 6.4. They gave you 6.4. Hold on. Christine gave you a 6.5. You got a little bit better than I thought. I was doing 6.4. Christine was extremely generous with her 6.5. Let's see what else we have. Rose gave you 7. Rose gave Zabroski a 7 on that one, which is, I think, pretty nice. Trish doing 8.5? Trish really must love you, Zabroski. You got a crazy woohoo rating from Trish. And of course, look at Robert. Robert didn't like it at all. He gave you a 4. He said, better luck next time, Zabrosk. We're doing an average. Oh, hold on. Robert came back through the 7.7. He's going, he changed his mind. He felt like, maybe I wasn't. He just did a little replay, and he's like, I wasn't hearing it right. I went into the other room to get that popcorn going that Mark said, hey, look at the popcorn and the ice cream. And he was just kind of throwing the popcorn, and he heard a little poppity poo in the background. That's what stopped him from getting the full, woohooage. So look, you're good on Robert. Christine gave you a 6.5. You know what? You're doing all right now. I got to say, I told you, if you average over a 6, we'll bring you back tomorrow. And I think right now you're there. It looks like it. Look, I'm not going to put too much pressure on you, Zabroski, but you can't. You're a Grammy winner. Grammy winner comes in, gets a 5. Well, you wouldn't even do well on America's Got Talent. Okay, what do you do? I woohoo. You do? What is that? What do you mean? Well, artists, they perform, and I play like an instrument, and then at the end, I friggin' woohoo. What? Is that a talent? Howie, is that a talent? Yeah, I think that's a talent. Okay, look, Howie Mandel says it's a talent. We're going to go with it. So how do you do it? What's the woohoo all about? Well, someone's got to play something. Okay. Who's on it? I can't just woohoo without someone playing first. Look, you can't have me come out here, America's Got Talent, and you want me to just woohoo? Like, there's a performance that has to take place first. So we brought a friend of mine. His name is Mark Pires. He's going to come and play a song because it looks like Live Jam won tonight in the poll anyway. So Zabrosk gave me a chance. Hold on, Mark. So it looks like we're going with Live Jam. Zabroski, Grammy winner. What's that, Zabroski? You're going to hang out for this song? Oh, he said I have to get gone. I thought he said he's going to hang out for this song. Mark, I'm going to hang out for this song. He said, Mark, I got to get gone. Okay. What, Joanne? Oh. Yeah, Zabroski, Joanne has your check. Just get going. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, though, right? Saturday Night Live? You'll be here, right? Go out with woohoo. We got to get a woohoo from you before we can do the show. You're going to be here. Listen, 10:30 show. I expect you here at 10:15. Remember, you got to get a couple of practice woohoos, and if you're not hitting it, I'm throwing a shoe at you. You got to be ready for the shoe. Coming out of nowhere. What happened? That was a terrible woohoo, Zabroski. You're lucky I didn't wear my clogs. So we're going to rock and roll tonight, guys. This is the marathon show, which means, okay, we started here around 10:50, 10:45. You guys up for sticking around till about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, freaking 9? No, we're going to play. We're going to have some fun. I gotta get rid of something. This is on album 8. Ooh, got to help them find the light. How to find the light. Ooh, help them find the light. 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 That was a good tune. This was yesterday. Ooh, I'll be here forever. Woo! Yeah. I'll be here forever. I'll be here. I'll be here. Yeah. Stop the course. I'll be here forever. Ooh, I'll be here forever. Yeah. I'll be here forever. Stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. Ooh, I'll be here forever. Yeah. Can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. Ooh, I'll be here forever. Yeah. I'll be here forever. Can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. Ooh, I'll be here forever. Yeah. I'll be here forever. Can't stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. Ooh, I'll be here forever. Yeah. I'll be here forever. It's hard to erase these things. You know what I mean? Like, I start getting into it, and I'm like, I don't know if I can erase this one. What are we doing? You gotta, I'll be here forever? And you're gonna be like, I'm gonna erase that. No, you can't. What else do we have? Oh, we already have a spot open on number 2. We did a number 2. Baladia, I told you don't do a number 2 on the toilet. Or the gold toilet. You could do it on the regular toilet, but not on the gold toilet. I missed it. Oh, it may have worked. I hit 2 things at once. I was trying to hit one. Nope. first time through was perfect, and then I messed it up. Let's get it right. Come on, Mark.
Feels like cement and you can't get through it. You're hoping for quicksand, never getting down below the sand. No.
Yeah, cool vibe, man. I don't know.
Step up, tie your shoes and go. There's a world waiting for you to find your soul deep inside of the person you pretend to be. You're trying to find why you're even here. It's not a dream, no, you're living your truth. If you can wake up with a smile, you can change the world around you. Is what we need more now than ever. We need it now more than ever. All I see is despair on the eyes of every man and woman I see walking through the streets. Exchanging conversations, we're talking about staying inside, afraid and away from my friends that don't know when it ends. We keep struggling through day to day. It doesn't seem like anyone cares up above, no. Just mask up, yeah, and don't ask questions, no. Just trust what we say, even though we change our minds every day. We don't know what to say, we don't know what we can get you to believe, but we'll try anything, so just tune into the news at 5. We'll hit you with the overdrive. Yeah, you won't know what hit you. You won't know what hit you, 'cause you're going down. Yeah, with the fear-mongering got you down. Yeah, hear the sound of the devil. He's gonna take you below the ground. Can't get up, hear the sound of the angels calling. Yeah, you need it, but you can't, 'cause we kept you down, chained to the ground. You're not getting away from us, no. You should have just detached yourself from the lies. No, but you just kept taking them in, and now you gotta live with the sin. 'Cause what you dole out comes back to you tenfold. In the long run, you can't get away from the things you do. They'll become a stain on you. The pain comes back to haunt you in the nights, in the days, yeah. Oh, in fit of rage, thinking why'd I do that time? It's cool. Gone so many other ways, but I tried to put my foot on his neck, try to keep him down. Hope the world won't hear the sound coming out his mouth, coming out his soul. So passionate, man, we need the world to feel the moment to stop all the hatred and come together now, right here every day. What can I say is what we do 977 in a row. The Renaissance Man Show. It's for the world you know. All inclusive, it's the place where you can shut off the world for a little while. Feel the light and the love of the world as it should be. It's much better when we care for each other, help each other up when we fall down. Yeah, we lift each other up when we need a hand. Yeah, it comes back to you. Yeah, I swear it's God's plan. Yeah, there's no benefit from pushing your fellow man into the ground. Oh, I swear I found the answer. It starts right here with you and me. The rest of the world will see when their eyes up and they take a stand. Take a stand against the man, yeah. Before it's too late, we got to go together, yeah. Everyone says they got a plan and they let us down. We put the bill, yeah, make us look like clowns. Yeah, the world is laughing, yeah, they're shouting at the real enemy. It seems so clear to me. Oh, come out and fight. Come out and fight, 'cause this is the time, the place. Take 10 paces and turn around and draw. Who's the fastest gun you ever saw? Oh, you can't answer 'cause you're down now. Shot you through the chest, through the back, yeah, falling through the ground. You're looking at the sun as you hit the ground. Say your last words, yeah. Why did I get into this game? Why did I challenge him to this draw today? Clearly I'm overmatched. It's a master gunsmith across from me. Didn't even flinch, yeah. He lifted his gun up, 1, 2, 3. Cocked the hammer, pulled the trigger. I'm falling to the ground. Didn't hear a sound, no, except the click, yeah. The gun, no. The bullet shoots through the barrel, oh. Oh, it's my last words. I can see the tumbleweed go by me so gently as the wind pushes it there, along with my soul into time. Yeah, got some praying to do. Maybe I'll get a chance to get through the gates of heaven. Hang you. Did I do what I needed to? Did I do what I needed to get through on to heaven's gate? Yeah. With the angels and pillars of cloud. is beautiful, all I see is smiles. Who wanna leave this place, stay forever and a day? Oh, the atmosphere, yeah, it feels so right to me. Everything I've been living for every day, trying to share with the earth, yeah, with the real world, yeah, but working against the wall, yeah, trying to break through with a sledgehammer, maybe a pick stool or two. I break through, grab the Humvee, grab the tank, I'm going through, yeah, gonna take it down, yeah. I'm not going over the wall, no, I'm gonna barrel right through. You see, I'm coming right at you. Oh, maybe try to go around the outside, no, no, I'm coming straight at you. I'm barreling you over, yeah. Then I'm looking down at you as I step on you, going through like you weren't a thing in the first place. No, I can't believe I let you get the best of me. Don't forget that you can do anything you put your mind to. Get through any test, yeah, any obstacle thrown in your way. Don't matter what, yeah, if you act like you are going out to play, yeah, it's so much easier when you're having fun, no matter what it is you're doing. Yeah. Don't sell your soul, no. Don't lose your way, no. It's a long way back when you go the wrong path. Sometimes you can't get back. Sometimes you can't get back. Double throw. Another new song, I guess. I just don't know there was much of a hook on that one. It was just more of a rambling about society again. You know, I could write songs about anything. I just am writing songs about that because I'm very passionate about the fact that our world is really messed up right now. And I think that expressing
mostly how we all feel through these songs is a good way for us all to let it out without having to get in trouble for it. So spread the word, let people know we're here and doing this. Like that was a lot of fun. Now we have to see, I think the second winner on the list was my new bit for tomorrow. Guys, you need to show up for this. Okay, first of all, I want to let you know. I want to go over here and say hi to a few people. Act to my brother, Kathleen, Modoc, Rose, and Vance Vanderman. If you're here, say hello. Or, I don't know what to tell you. Just rock the freaking song out. Live in the moment for you. So when you hear that one drop, you could be like, oh, Jizzy the Jizzy the Jew. I know what that one was. I listened to it. Check this out. We have lots of stuff coming at you. 2 songs I still have to get through. This one. This is one from last night. Let me see if I can fast forward a little bit. There it is.
The course, cause you can't get closer to the source. Yeah, they're pushing you down further down the way. You say, is this real? It can't be no way.
I mean, it's just another rambling, but I'm going to cut this down. Right now it's like 17 minutes. It's going to be a 6-minute song. So I'm going to get through a lot of stuff, but this is what the hook was at the end. I think you heard it already. All right, so that's that one. You already heard that one. The one that I'm really excited about, you haven't heard probably in a while, is this one. I just want you guys to hear the hook to this because you'll see what we're doing here on this show. Check this out. This won't be ready for a few days. See, I'm still editing, but you got to hear. All right, where are the lyrics? Here we go. I love that hook.
Crazy world we're living in now, 2021. I don't think we made it through to 2030. That's the plan. We want to exterminate me and you.
What?
It's a global agenda. Yeah, it seems awful peculiar. Then all of a sudden everyone's on board.
Everyone's on board.
Yeah, it's like a new world order taking over right beneath our eyes.
It's like the New World Order, guys. That's the song. You're going to be like, what? Just listen to this hook when I get a little bit further in here. You're like, that's not really the hook. Is it really the hook, Mark? I don't know. You tell me in a second. Is it the hook? Come on, dude. You could thank the New World Order for not giving it to us straight. Yeah, that's coming out in a few days. A song about the New World Order. I think what that's going to do. We'll have 0 views for the New World Order song. I'm out of my freaking mind. But you know what? I'm writing about how I feel. Sorry. You leave the chip on the freaking at the door, right? You know what I mean? I told you to do that. You leave the chipperoo at the door, and then you'll be like, So I got to play you something. So You Think You Could Dance premiered today. Who saw So You Think You Could premiere? This is a new one. It's coming out tomorrow, all right? And it's the add-on. I think we need to watch these in a row because this one is just too... Oh, man, we have so many good bits here. Zabrowski Goes to Fly School, radio call-in contest, So You Think You Could Dance, So You Think You Could Dance 2. We're going to go to So You Could Think You Could Dance 2. We're going to the new content. This will be live tomorrow at 1 p.m., I think. Let me check. Let me see which one this is. Oh, I need to go funky, and we're doing a 5-minute countdown. You know why? To give you guys a chance to show up, and we'll hang out in the chat together during it. Okay, let's see. This is going to premiere tomorrow at 1 p.m. So you guys have to make sure you show up for that. Let's see. There we go. Why isn't it showing me? Yeah, 1 p.m. Guys, 1 p.m. in it. We're 1 p.m. in it tomorrow. All right, so this is, I'm going to give you the link so you can give it a quick like. And if you click that thumbs up button there, I think there's like a bell on the picture that you'll see of Uma Thurman. Yeah, that's right. And you could click it, and then Uma will touch base with you tomorrow directly. She actually contacts you directly. She's like, oh, look, hey, what's up? Rose, I got a little message from you for you. This is Uma. And you're like, whoa, Uma Thurman, all I had to do was go watch the Renaissance Man show, click the link. You were good. That was it. You were like ready to go. So, without further ado, let's play this. This is going to be tomorrow's bit. It will be at 1 p.m. I hope you'll join me for it. I think these bits are so freaking ridiculous. This is just my perspective. That's how I feel about it. What are you going to do? So, there you go. So you think you can dance. Uma Thurman edition. This is called The Curse of Uma Thurman. Here we go. You know, when I used to go and dance as a kid even, I never ever went halfway as like full force. You jump through the freaking ceiling. You do like spins and flipperoos or whatever. You just got to get into it. You got to let your body get into the music. And to me, I never understood that. Like, no, sorry, I can't go like this. I'm not going to the club and being like this. What's up? What's going on? What do you got doing over there? Yeah, that's cool. What's going on over there? That's cool. Yeah, he went to the Travolta. You can't do that. You went backwards, Uma Thurman? You know, I was like, I get going like front side Uma, like, but when you go backside, that one's a little bit too crazy. I think that one, we may have to have you committed. Oh yeah, we had to commit them. Why? What happened? They went like this. They were on the dance floor. Oh yeah, let's totally bring them right into the insane asylum. We have to have them looked at immediately. I see you were brought in yesterday. Let me see the chart. Oh, you were doing an Uma Thurman again. Bellevue? You gotta go to Bellevue. What'd you do? Uma Thurman. What? What the hell's Uma Thurman? Well, it's when you're on the dance floor and everybody's dancing normally and you go like... They come and they put you straitjacket. They're like, this guy's got to freaking go. What was that? What was that? We're here, we're listening to like 50 Cent. Everybody's like crunking and doing all, they're like, and you're sitting there going, they took you away, straitjacket. They had to have you looked at 24 hours, 48 hours. I think that was 92 hours, 96 hours, 124-hour leave. They had to do like a stay overnight, check you out, make sure you're okay, you know. Because you were doing something weird. What were you doing that was weird? You ever heard of an Uma Thurman? Yeah. Look, I don't mind Uma Thurman, you know. I just think that she could have done a little better. Maybe she could have done like the whole hand. Like what's more fierce? Let's look, ready? Let's be honest. Here we go. What's more fierce? Or... Right? I mean, I would have gone full hand. I mean, I was surprised they didn't have like choreographer and Pulp Fiction. Wasn't like, hold on a minute. Travolta, doing a great job. Uma, I like the thing you're going for when you're doing the old, but it looks a little Like, we want you to look fierce, you know, seriously. Like, we're talking about the fact that your husband could kill Vincent Vega. Like, just squish him in his hands, you know, because your husband... is the man. So what we're going to do is this. Marcellus Wallace, your husband, he let you go tonight with Vincent Vega, known pimp / playboy. He's got ideas with you tonight. Watch out, though. That's heroin in the pocket. It's not cocaine. You're going to put it on the table and be like, this is really good. Big problem. Sticks the needle in your friggin' heart. Yeah, that's how it'll go. I'm telling you the future, Uma. But here's the thing. in this scene, what I want you to do is drop the stupid 2-finger thing where you're going like this. Ooh, look at my eyes. Show him the face. Show him the face. Give him your tiger face. Ready? I want you to go. Can you do that? Like right now you're going. And you're giving him like, you know, kind of like serious eyes where you get like the cat eye going thing. But I'm talking about where you may scratch your face when you do it. That's how seriously you're into this you are. Like, I want you to be like that. And then you're good, right? And then we have the best scene ever with Travolta. Travolta, I want you to do it back in reverse, but I want you to go backwards with your hands like this. And I want you to scratch her face. So she's going like this, scratching her face like this. And then you scratch her face too, but like this. Like that. So we're getting a double, actually 4 scratches on Uma's face. After we flip the camera around, we see her. She's got to go to the hospital immediately. Bandaged face. We're going to have plastic surgery. But we got the shot. Right, guys? You all ready, everybody? Okay, from 1. Ready? Let's see. Here we go. On 1. And action. Let's see it. That was perfect. That one right there, I think was absolutely perfect. Uma, cut. Let's move to the next scene. Oh, wait, hold on. She got cut, literally. Hold on. Do we have a medic? Uma's face is a complete mess right now. But that was the last scene, though, of the movie, right? Okay, good. No problem. Just send her off. Oh, that's right. No, that was the scene when right before she goes to get the needle in the chest. Let her face recover, okay? Give us 3 weeks. We'll do the rest of the shots. We'll come back to Uma's, normal-looking face, and then we'll stick a needle in her chest. When she wakes up from the needle in the chest, let's see if she'll go like this. Which maybe just 2 fingers. Oh my goodness.
That may be
another bit from that. I thought that was a one-timer. It wasn't a one-timer. We got a double-decker on. You got a double-decker on that one. Guys, my favorite part of that is the whole thing. And then he says at the very end, or he, I always say he. Why is that still doing it? I always say he, but me. Go, maybe just the 2 fingers on that one. Oh my goodness. Vince, my brother, so good to see you. All right, so look, I've got another piece of comedy for you. We got to go with some more comedy. Guys, this is the marathon episode. We're going to be here all night, so spread the word. Let everybody know that it's 11:45. We're going to be here until at least 1:45. That's 2 more hours. So what are we going to do? We're going to probably write another song. We're going to get into some more comedy. I may do one of the bits tonight, throw my freaking microphone on, use that green screen. Yeah. Let's come up with an idea tonight. Let's create a scene. I like that idea. So, I'm going to save this real quick. Boom. So, I really think that's funny stuff, this Uma Thurman stuff. But there is a first episode of that I want to play for you, but not right now. I'm going to play something else first. And we will come back to that. This was 2 days ago. This is called Radio Call-In Contest. And Zabrowski's become a huge part of the show. Zabrosk took off a while ago. What's that, Joanne? No, I know he'll be here tomorrow. He's here every day. The one thing I have to say, guys, I can't stand when you get a producer who oversteps their bounds, telling you information you already know. I know we got a Zabrowski tomorrow. He's been here every day for 977 in a row. Joanne, why don't you fill me in with information that's actually useful? I understand, Joanne, that you think that that's useful, but it's not. I'm the one who found Zabrosk. You had nothing to do with it. Speaking of producers, what have you produced? We haven't had one guest on the show since you came on board as our EVP, Executive Vice President Producer, Executive Vice Producer. You've been here for a month now. You've been a part of at least 5 bits. And you can't produce, besides being a part of the bit and then talking to me now and in my ear. I'm doing a show right now, Joanne. I'm in the middle of a show. She's in my ear right now. I'm trying to, when you're trying to broadcast to the planet You got a word that needs to come out, right? Joanne's back there, and she's going, where did we file that paperwork for Zabrowski? Under Z, under Grammy winner. I don't know. You're the one back there. When you're the producer of the show, you got to start producing. You know, it's not just about showing up and be like, oh, look, I got a producer credit. You got producer credit? What are you producing? Besides some pretty quality content right now. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, you come out here, you get the gig of a lifetime. I'm giving you extra bonus dollars. When I said dollars, I played the old game with Joanne. You know, when you're a kid, and you're like, I'll give you $500. I cut $500 out. I gave them to her. She's got a bag full of doll hairs. That's right. Don't ever come to me and think like you could pull one over on the creator. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here doing a show for 977 in a row. She wants to come in here and ask for the big bucks? Excuse me. Yeah, sure. No, I'll give you, how much do you want? $500 an episode? That's fine. I'll give you $500 an episode. She went for it. She's under contract. Joanne, what do you want to say a few words about being under contract for $500 an episode? Because I'm proud of that deal. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, I had a conversation last week with Mark Cuban, and he was like, hey, Mark, you did a really good deal there with Joanne. I said, I know. Did you hear about what I did there? It's like I'm doing the old Indian trade for Manhattan. I'll give you a couple of beads, 27 beads. I want that freaking piece of land over there, that island. Yeah. Oh, what's that, Joanne? You want to give me a full year of your service? Show up every day, be here for Zabrowski, to feed Zabrowski, to get the microphone ready for Zabrowski, to pay Zabrowski, to pamper Zabrowski, to say hello to Zabrowski, to open the door for Zabrowski, to close the door for Zabrowski, to do it. You got to do a parking. What are we calling that, guys? Do you? You got to validate the parking for Zabrowski. Everything here is for Zabrowski at the moment, for Joanne. But she's got to do it all, you know what I mean? Like, every once in a while, Zabrowski comes in and he's a real jerk. And he's like, I want this. And then, like, Joanne's got to go get it. Remember last week he asked for some Good and Plenty? Yeah. Joanne was sitting here, she's, like, trying to go through the Zabrowski file. And then Zabrowski walks in right at the same time. He's like, you know what? I could really go for some Good and Plenty right now, Joanne. Guess what Joanne had to do? That's right. She got her butt up there. She took off, went down the street, got herself some Good and Plenty, come back here. She had to get gas, and she couldn't pay with doll hair. So that was an issue. That was the first time she realized that she was getting paid with doll hairs. She thought it was dollars. And I said, nope. I gave it to her in like an envelope. She opened it up and a bunch of hair fell on her. Are you kidding me? She opened up the envelope, all the hair fell over. $500. Look, you got your pay for the day, Joanne. You know, I really appreciate the fact that you didn't renege on the contract. I mean, most people would have been like, that was a miscommunication in the contract, you know? I mean, look, I guess you can't read because the contract clearly says doll hairs. Did you think we were spelling doll hairs with 2 L's and an H, an A, and I-R-S in it? Doll hairs? Joanne, you didn't read the contract? You're going to be my vice producer, and you can't even read contract came through. Look, I can't feel bad for you that you're getting doll hairs. I'm going to freaking tag sales with Gary V. Guys, Gary V crushing it. Look, I'm over here to tag sales. I'm crushing it. I'm there with Gary V. We're picking up doll hairs. So we're taking up dolls. I'm buying any doll I can find. All I have to do is section off 500 pieces of hair a day. Joanne. Look, you got to understand every once in a while you're paying, the piper. You pay the piper because the piper is doing important things like paying Zabrowski, pampering Zabrowski. Like it's a Zabrowski situation here, And one of these days, my brother Matt Zabrowski is going to find out that he's a part of the show. And maybe he'll show up in the chat and be like, holy freaking cow, I can't believe I'm a part of this show. I played this on this guy's album in 2006. And yeah, I liked the song, so I said freaking woohoo. Well, he turned it into a character and a bit, and that's live every day and comes up with crazy stuff. That's what we do here. Freaking Zabrosk. What's that, Joanne? No, I won't write a song about you. No. And no, you can definitely not do the woohoo if Zabrowski calls in sick one day. I'll call anybody but you in. Are you kidding me? You hear her voice? That is the shrillest voice I've ever heard in my life. Ugh. Yeah, we want you to do woohoo if we want people to run away. I don't want people running away. Joanne's woohoo. Look, I think it's important for you to understand that I gave Joanne this job because, Trevor's mother. Yeah, Trevor and Madeline have their perfect love. And he's like, look, you wrote a great song for me, A Perfect Love. Do you think you can give my mom a gig? I'm like, look, hold on. I'm sitting here at the fire with you, right? And we're cooking s'mores. Derek's got leeches all over his face. And you want me to give a gig to your mom? Like, what? Renaissance man? So I did. Gave her the gig. Gig of a lifetime. $500 hairs an episode. By Menon. Holy cow, guys. Another bit. Where am I in? I'm about, again, 55 minutes in. We did the one I played for you today was about from 1 hour in from yesterday. So, a couple days back, we did this. This is Radio Call-In Contest. This is the link. If you guys can go and give that a share, a like, a comment, that helps the show. The more you interact, the more people will find us. And guess what? The freaking world needs to be here every night. I shut the Negatube off 977 days ago. I welcome you to do the same and show up here and just be a part of the moment. I don't know what we're going to do ever, but we're just going to have a great time. I'll never come out here and not have the best time of my life with you. And I hope you do the same. I hope you can experience the same positive energies that are coursing through me. And when I'm in the middle of one of these comedic moments, specifically, like what's happening, I hope that you're also like totally a part of, because I feel so like connected to these bits when I'm in them, and allowing myself to meander and wander around and see what comes out of it is like the best part of this. So I thank you for kicking it with me for that. And here's another example of that. I just gave you the link. This is Radio Contest Call-In. I think this is pretty crazy stuff too. And we may have to have a second episode of this. Or did we already? We may have already done an episode of this. A second.
You guys ready for this?
So, comedy took over. That's it. Comedy wins. There we go. We ended the poll on comedy. Whoever got that last one in there, I think it may have been Drifting. You won. You're the winner. Yeah, what do we have? Joanne, what do we have for Drifting for being the winner tonight? No, we're not giving checks away. No, Joanne, we gotta have like a furry bear or something. Like you gotta give something away as a gift, as a prize. You know, like, Hot 97, we're giving away a bear today. Like, oh, really? What kind of plush bear? No, a friggin' bear. Like, you got a Kodiak bear in your house now. Sorry, you shouldn't have called into Hot 97. You call in Hot 97, and you listen, there's an unspoken rule and an unspoken contract when you call Hot 97 and try to win the award, the surprise, and like the big chest, you know, the prize that pops out of the chest. It happens to be an actual physical bear this time. You thought we meant like a big, like fluffy bear? No. We meant like straight out of the forest, out of the wilderness. We grabbed a Kodiak bear, 9 months old, raised it to full adult. We didn't feed it for 3 weeks. It's all yours. We're just going to drop it off tonight. That, you can't get like into that? Like, that's what we did here. We told you from the beginning, come on, give us a call. You're not even 7. We're going to give you a bear. You freaking called in. That's on you. Like, we can't now step back and be like, oh, you know what? We have to do the contest over because this guy doesn't want a Kodiak bear. You understand like what we're doing here. That's why it's the unspoken contract. When you call in, am I the winner? Am I the 11th caller? You don't darn right are the 11th caller. It's hot out of 711, 11th caller today.
Oh, we got you. What's your name on the phone right now? It's Dolores. Oh, hi, Dolores. Listen, you're the winner tonight. Fantastic. We can't wait to send you your bear. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to get the bear and give it to my husband. Oh, my God. What kind of plush bear is it? Is it one like you got from like a big carnival? Well, we're not sure what you mean. A carnival bear? No, it doesn't do tricks. No. Oh, what color is it? Is it pink? Is it a pink? This is Hot 97. We don't get pink bears. We get actual bears. Like they eat people if you don't feed them. We didn't feed ours for 3 weeks. Been in a cage. He's ready to go, baby. So we're stopping by. We used caller ID. We know exactly where you live. There's no hiding from the freaking Kodiak bear. Hot 97. You can't call Hot 97 and like, you know what I mean? Then be like, you know what? I don't want the door prize. I don't want the 11th caller prize. I thought I did, you know, but then you were like, it's livestock. Like, you know, I don't know why you guys decided to get like something that could hurt human beings though. Like, what did you do that for? Like, couldn't you just get something like a little fuzzy bear? Like, I thought you had a fuzzy bear for us. No, we're the edgiest rock station on the planet. When we tell you we're giving you a bear, we're giving you a freaking Kodiak bear. Long razor blade type of, you know, claws, teeth down to the knees, you know. We're hardcore, you know, rock and roll here. We can't do it, you know, like, oh, we gave a little plush bear. Nobody would listen to our station if we're giving out a plush. You understand, right? Plush bear doesn't equal we're 97.1. Like when we're doing 97.1 and we're hitting people in the face with the hard rock death metal, you can't give away like a little plush bear. That's like a weird assumption on your part. You know what we do here. You understand. We kick walls in while we play. You're in the middle of playing and we're demolitioning, like it was whole house. We demoed it. It's down. Like, wait, we just started the song. Freaking house is down to the ground. We hired this guy, Sonny the Fists. He takes it all out. One fist, one punch. That's it. But that's a special case. He's a very expensive punch. Some people, you charge like 13 grand to take out of the house. You got to pay 13 grand for a Sonny Fest too. It's just done quicker. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, oh, I'm going to hire a group of guys to come down and raise the home. Take it down. They take it away. And it takes like 6 days to, 9 days. Sonny the Fist knocks it down in one punch. And then you just have guys take it away. So it's worth it because you're paying the same amount. You just have that weird thing. You were like, you just hit it once. I'm giving you that $13,000 for one hit. It's not the fact that it was one hit. It's that I knew where to hit it. You knew that old fable, right? Oh yeah, I'm the one guy who's been the master. I spent me 30 years in order to figure out exactly where to hit that. That's what you paid for. You paid for experience, buddy. Look, that's what Sonny says when he goes and he charges 13 grand for a punch. I'm just saying. But look, if you're going to be a radio station and then you're going to do like a giveaway and it doesn't match with the genre of the show, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Then I'm really kind of taken back. Because I'm like, hold on. We just played a song about someone eating their knee because they were hungry. They didn't have any food, so they ate their knee. And then they jumped through a plate glass window only to fall 3 stories and break their shoulder, which they loved. They like really loved it. It was like part of the song. They're like, yeah, I love the pain. Like it was, and then like, what color is the plush bear? Just remember, if you call in to like we're writing cards to our loved ones show, like, oh, I wrote the most beautiful card to my loved one, then you expect a plush bear on the giveaway. Oh, we're giving away a bear. You're getting a plush bear from the card writing ladies, But when you call in to 97.1, the hard rock station of the planet, the song before, it was about a guy who, just for fun, he liked to like throw really heavy things onto his knee. It's all about the knee on this platform. We play songs that have to do with songs and people's knees and doing really weird things. That guy was eating his knee. This guy drops like 50-pound weights on his knee. He's just like, ah! And the same thing, they kind of stole chorus. It was like, I love the pain. I love the pain. It's like, I don't know why we do it. I really don't. Like, I wish we did give a plush bear away. I mean, now I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you, Dolores. I wish we did have a plush bear for you, but it's a 15-foot Kodiak bear. So we'll be heading by. We got the cage and everything. But look, we're taking the key to the cage after we unlock it and we go. It's part of the contract, unspoken word. Like we open the cage. Remember, Kodiak bear hasn't eaten in 3 weeks, so go stock up. We unlock the door. We go like this and open it. And then we go, okay, see you later, Dolores. We jump in the car and we're freaking gone. That's it. I mean, that's what we're doing. And then you've got to deal with this new friend of yours, the Kodiak bear. I heard you can, sometimes make it your friend. Like, you got to feed it first. Do you have any kids? Like, I'm hoping you don't have any young kids around. We didn't plan for that. That's not part of the language. If you look at the contract, it doesn't say anything about you and your children. It says, this is given to you, Dolores. You called in. You were the 11th caller. 11th caller, blood oath, has to take the call-in prize of the day. You're getting it. Remember, if I were you, I would go buy some freaking steak. I'd head to the store. I'd pick up like a bunch of meat because you don't want them eating your arm. You don't want them taking your knee out, and then they're going to come and write a song about you. This lady, she got a Kodiak bear, and the bear ate a freaking knee. Yeah, I like the pain. I like the pain. Again, they're like really weird with this whole pain thing, you know what I mean? But like, these are the songs that are written. Like, you can't, the messenger thing, you can't, you're going to come after the messenger? I'm just telling you what we do here on Hot 97.1. This is not the R&B rap one. This is like the new one where we take sledgehammers and we just take down like old, Honda Accords from 86. It's like an office space. We get out there and just stand on top, just breaking them. And then we film it and we go live. That's our YouTube channel, 97.1. Whoa, what Honda Accord do we have today to beat the hell out of? That one. I'm getting into it. Like at first I was kind of like, you know what I mean? And then after you start swinging that sledgehammer and you're breaking a friggin' metal vehicle and it's just crumbling underneath your mallet head, you're like, I get it, And you start being a demo guy. You call this Sonny the Fist guy. You're like, look, whatever work you don't want to take on, just send it over my way. I'm ready to go. I'm into it now. I'm breaking things, getting paid for it, So I guess that's what happens when you ask for comedy first, is we just ramble about a radio station. What? Gosh almighty. Another new bit. Oh, yes. Lori Wagner, how are you? So good to see you. Lori has the pleasure of being on an album, one of the albums. I'm not sure what album it was, but I wrote a song called The Tale of Lori Wagner. It's a great song. We haven't played it in a while. Maybe I should play it for you right now because Lori hasn't been here in a bit. Well, actually, no, I think Lori was just here the other day. It's so good to see you, Lori. The song was cool. It was actually the first time Lori showed up here, so just keep in mind, if you show up here, you may be a part of a friggin' song. It happens. We actually wrote something just a little while ago. And, I think that we may have to write something else. I'm feeling something. But let me see. Let me play you something real quick. My 8th album of 2021 is officially available. I think when it comes down to it, you need to understand one thing. I want to play something for you that's a little funky. This song right here should be trending on like every freaking platform in the world. It should be top 10 maybe on iTunes. It will be.
Home is where the...
Share it. Like it. leave a comment.
Cole, he's my miracle child.
And funk the
So how does your
division.
miracle child get canceled?
Get together on a Saturday night. Gonna talk about what's going on out there, the crazy world where we're living in. I said, I don't know if it's gonna get better, but I'm gonna try to pour some light on the dark situation. Yeah, I hope it's gonna give us some elation. Gonna take up away all of that negativity. I think we can do a thing or two. How about you? Yeah, take it out on everybody else. You never look in the mirror and say, oh, how can I do better? Yeah, then we're wondering why we all justified when this world could do better if we came together. Said, funk the division, funk the division, they're selling you. Funk the division, they're selling you. They're selling you lies, and you keep buying. Yeah, they're selling you this agenda. They hope you'll get on board, and I hope you'll start to open your mind, start to truly wake up to the truth. Said truly wake up to you. Come join me in the light. I swear we're gonna feel much better than they make you feel every night. Turning on the negative, yeah, gonna bring you down and they do. Yeah, they're just raking in the dollars. Come join me in the light. Yeah, they're just raking in the dollars. Funk the division, funk the division. Just raking in the dollars, and you're there, you're eating it up. Say, I hope you just start to open up. Funk the division, they're selling you. Funk the division, they're selling you. You wake up all hours of the night, worry about the world we're living in. Gonna be alright. It don't seem like that. No, it don't seem like we're gonna be okay, 'cause they keep slaying our dreams every day. Some of us show up anyway. I said, funk the division, they're selling you. Come join me in the light. I swear we're gonna feel much better than they make you feel every night. Turning on the negative, yeah, gonna bring you down and they do. Yeah, they're just raking in the dollars. Funk the division, they're just raking in the dollars. Funk the division, they're just raking in the dollars. Selling you the division, it's filled with lies, filled with hate. Funk the division, they're selling you. Funk the division,
Oh, guys. I'll tell you what, we're going to change the world. Everywhere I turn, all I see is things trying to take us down. Content trying to take us down, trying to take us out of this moment, trying to put us in fear, to stack us up against all of the hate. So we're just like feeling all of the pent up negativity within ourselves. There was a reason I shut the TV off and why I call it the negatube. But it's not just the TV. It's everywhere. It's walking around. It's hearing people, the way they talk, the way they interact in social media. You know, I can't even get into a comment conversation anymore because out of the blue you get hit by some crazy person who thinks that their opinion matters. And not only that, people have lost their touch with reality because the things they say make no sense to me. And maybe I've lost touch with reality because maybe I'm living too much in the past and I'm not too for change or enough for change. I'm all for change. I don't think change includes division. I don't think change includes us no longer getting along and only finding reasons to hate each other instead of reasons to love each other. That I'm not on board with. What I'm on board with is creating a platform of total positivity and just connection, the most amazing chat ever where everybody there is lifting you up so you feel great as well. You know, I can't always look in the chat, but I assume that everybody's feeling and sharing the same positive energy within the chat like I am in the show. And that's the hope, at least. And all we can do is generate a potential for something different than is out there currently. Because I know what I'm getting it's the greatest example I could think of is, you know, when you were a kid and you saw someone you really liked. This is a great example because this came up. You see someone you really like, okay? I'm going to just tell you a little advice I gave. This is a little piece of advice I gave to my son. My son was like, he sees a girl he likes, but he's like, oh, he's afraid he doesn't know how to talk to her. He doesn't want to, you know, he's afraid to talk to her. And I just simply ask people questions that, you know, will get them to face the moment at hand. What people fear mostly is failure. So I think about things like people who have succeeded before me and before anybody. And someone like, here's a good example, Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan. There's a bit I did the other day as I was Markle Jordan. I'm Markle Jordan. That was Back to the Future, Mark. Yeah, I was Markle Jordan. You got Mark Delled. And they call him Michael now. Okay, that's another story. But Michael Jordan was such an amazing basketball player, and it was the way he moved. He was poetic. It was like poetry in motion with Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan was only Michael Jordan because he got cut from his freshman basketball team, and he took it really hard, and he really fought and he worked. And I think when you fail, it shows you who you are. You get to face yourself in the mirror, and that kick in the face kick into your ego's face is very important for you, for growth. And most people think, oh, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel the pain of failure because then I'm going to be exposed to the elements. I'm exposed to someone seeing that, you know, there's a weakness within my armor, right? And the reality is, the more you fail, the closer you get to the greatness that you have to offer this planet. So, when it came to this situation, I said, you need to speak to this person for one reason above all. You could either be someone who's for the next 4 years, 5 years, sits on the sidelines, you know, looking at this girl you really like. You always wonder, oh, maybe I wonder if I could ever talk, you know, I wonder if she liked me or would have maybe. And then you see her, she's dating some other dude because somebody else went and spoke to, you know. And so I said, the reality is this. You go and you speak to her right away, immediately, because you find out a few things right away. First of all, does she like you? If she does, then you have an opportunity to see if there's anything beyond that. If she doesn't like you, then you know right then that you don't need to think about her beyond that moment. And then you could focus on the rest of the panorama. You don't focus on something that you know is going nowhere. Third option, they date. And it doesn't go well, and same thing. He realizes right then that there's more fish in the sea. So, but those three things are much better. All of them could lead to failure. Two of them could lead to success. But the last one leads to failure absolutely. No action is failure. Inaction is failure. Sitting there on the sideline wondering what if, and how do I do it? And what if this goes wrong? You'll always fail. You got to go and fail. And you learn from that failure. You learn, oh, I didn't say the right thing to her that time. Maybe next time I speak to someone, I won't say that. Or maybe I should say a little bit more about how I feel instead of try to be so sly. I don't know. People are weird how they talk. I said, to me, you speak your heart. And if it doesn't work for her, she may tell a friend, yeah, this kid said this, that he really liked me. And, I don't know. Then some girl is going to really like that you were willing to open up your heart to someone. And he finished with, he goes, you were right about the last girl. I know I was. No, last time I was like, same thing. He liked someone. I'm like, you got to step up to the plate because the moment is now. And the only thing you do is create stress for yourself when you don't go after an opportunity, when you don't step up to the occasion. So, I got you, little fly. I Goldbloomed him. I Jeff Goldbloomed him. Yeah, you're done now. That's one less fly in the basement. These freaking flies, I don't know where the hell they came from. But they're like these little, Christine was talking about it too. They're like random flies. You should be like, what the freak is there a fly doing in here? I'm going to elbow that fly in the fotch. Hey, you guys. All right. But just remember that they're not telling you the truth. The truth is much more simple than they would ever explain. But at the beginning of time, we were one group. We were all together. And that's when we were most powerful. If you go into some indigenous, into the jungle and see some indigenous, like Indian civilizations, they're all over the place in like the Amazon. And these people, and also in Africa too, and these people, all different colors and creeds, but they're in the same group and they're not divided. They're together as one and they're powerful together. And I think what happened is this is just kind of my take on it. The man got involved. The man realized that the way they could turn us into the slave race, because think about this. We are the slave race. They pretend that, we're working for a living, and they push us down to a point where most people have a very hard time getting by. Most people have a very hard time paying all their bills and then going and doing anything for themselves. So this idea that you have a house and you have a job and you're able to make money is only predicated on the fact that you do have that house, but you still have no freedom to really enjoy your life because you are basically on that freaking mouse wheel. The man has you there and you are there paying your bill. You're paying that tax every year that you shouldn't even be paying. There's nothing in the tax law that says that we have to pay income tax. It's actually illegal. But we do it every year because they'll put you in jail. They'll put you in jail if you don't. But the reality is that was installed, I think, just for World War I, just to raise funds for World War I. And of course, politicians never give you anything back. But it's not constitutional, and we still pay a ton each year, each and every one of us. So we are the slave race. They keep us down. And I think what they realized very early on is, look, if we could segment these people into different groups, then they'll never realize their power. They'll never realize how strong they truly could become. The pyramids were energy sources. They used to be able to provide energy to the entire planet for free. They still could do it today. They don't do it. They won't do it. But they could. But who stands to lose in that situation? Us? These electric companies live. They are tyrant monopolies. And we are the slave race. Imagine you have free energy. It's out there. It's possible. There was a man in Nigeria who created it with frequency. He was able to create energy on a frequency. Powered his, it was like some crazy, you know what it was? I think it was like when you do smelting, iron smelting, like that draws the most power they know of. And this thing just stayed. It didn't lose any power. Now, this guy will probably be disappeared. Because anybody who wants to truly give something back to mankind has disappeared. Isn't it crazy how the evil of this world can just swipe people out one by one? The ones that truly were sent here to make a change. And then nobody can really say a thing. There's conspiracy theories that are just left and right. Oh, can you believe it that they took out the guy, the water-powered car? Oh, they took out the guy who did... Yeah. The guy who cured cancer. Yeah. They will get rid of everybody. If it affects their bottom line, puts them out of business, they're putting that one guy out of business for sure. The guy with the water, H2O vehicle, it was poisoned. All of his documents, all of his research disappeared from the lab. And he was poisoned. I wonder who did that. Who stood to lose on that invention coming to light? These car companies, the drug companies, the politicians. When we were kids, they talked about good and evil. They talked about angels and demons. I never knew that it was going to be this real. I never knew it would be the people, and not all of them, but it would be the people in charge, the people I should have known, but the people who are bloodthirsty for the power. And it's scary when you realize the gravity of the fight for our souls. I promise you one thing. They are desperately trying to take yours. But I won't let them. We won't let them do it. Because together, we're going to build so much light that they're going to be blinded. And all of their tricks will be revealed. You think they're going to be able to get away with anything? How many people, I want to hear from you, are able to see things clearer because you show up here every day? I ask because I do. I'm certain that I see everything as crystal clear as it is, because every day we live here for 2 hours in the light, in the purest of truth. And I'm able to see all of the lies of the world so much easier because of that one reality each day. That one piece of truth that is guaranteed. I'm guaranteed 22 hours of lies, negativity, stories, rabbit holes. But every day I'm guaranteed 2 hours of complete peace. And that's why I ask, because it means so much to me personally, just to be able to have that step away. Miyagi! Oh, I missed him. There's another one in here. Trish. Juniper. Thank you. Together we are doing something special. And it's only a matter of time before other people, whether they're here or not, they're feeling it from us, They're getting some extra positivity they didn't know they had. I've always maintained from the beginning that from day one, I've been pushing out this show, everything this show is, to every soul on this planet. And I know it's crazy to think, but I only think the reason we're here still is because there's been an unknown force of positivity and love coming at every single soul. And it's not just for me, it's from other people like me. There's lots of people like me that are doing the same thing, trying to share some love with this world to save it. It's not too late. They want you to believe it is. Let's create 972 different genders. Then we could put everybody into a separate room. Let's get the people who took a thing that's completely like nutty to throw in your body when it's a first generation, and then the people that would never do it because they're looking at the data, those people, shame. And let's get them to be separated as well. You know? It's a sad world when they, I said this today, it was just reality hitting me, you know. I said to my wife, I said, I can't believe we're living in the time where it's all going to come to an end. But I realized something. What do you know? What do we know of the past? What we're told. What we see in pictures. What if every single thing was manufactured? Everything. And the only thing that's real is, say, the last, I don't know, generation or two. And like, we're all like, oh yeah, I remember. But they're memories. These are things that people, oh yeah, I was in the army with. But maybe at some point it was all just stories. And our timeline started a lot more recent. And this is just a film roll. Then we play this over and over until we get it right. This is the ultimate Twilight Zone situation here, where we continually live this end of times timeline. And maybe it's not here. Maybe it's in a different dimension. But it's always that last 50 years of the planet. Last 100 years of the planet. And who's going to save it? Or are you going to let it die? And try it all over again. You know, energy does not die. Energy does not dissipate. It needs to go somewhere. I choose to believe this new reality that some of us elevate to a higher dimension afterwards. But while we're there, we have full vision of what's happening here. Fully aware, able to look through anything, I would assume, because you're in a different dimension. And some of us choose to come back to try to make a change before it's too late. And there's an army of us. And we're all up there and we're like, nope, this time we're going to change it. This time we're going to make it happen. We're going to figure out a way to save it. I can even visualize it. Just going back in. I'm going back in. I'm not giving up. I will try again. Yes. Maybe the other souls don't want. I'm going to go. I'm going back. Maybe throughout time, we've been coming back, continually trying. Maybe we've all been many different people in history. We all come back over and over trying. Just trying to get it right. Trying to put this world in the right path. There's a very good chance when the Egyptians were around, prior to them, the Babylonians, the Sumerians, these people could have had technology like us, even way before them. And they could have destroyed themselves. You know, I have a theory also that came to me the other day. Isn't it interesting that we drop a bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima in 43? What year was that? Somebody let me know what year that was. When did we drop the bomb? And forget about the dropping the bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. We started testing nukes, I believe in 1937, 38, 39, somewhere in that range. Somebody out there, please let me know. If you could do a quick Google search even and let me know. What years did we start testing nukes? What year was Nagasaki? But when did we start testing nukes? 45 was when it happened. That even gets me even closer to my thought here. That would be interesting if it was 45. Okay, so let me just share my philosophy on this, and maybe even it's just a crazy conspiracy theory, but isn't it interesting that a few bombs were dropped on Japan? We were testing like crazy, and all of a sudden, I think roughly around the same time, maybe a few years later, we had Roswell. Isn't it interesting once we started doing all of those tests and those two massive bombs were dropped in Japan, that all of a sudden the aliens took, if they're aliens, I don't know what they are, but started to take a real interest in us. Started showing up, you know. Just says 1945. Okay, 1945, guys. What year was Roswell? 47? What year was Roswell? Can someone pull that one up? I'm curious to see, like, is there a tie-in here? You know, all of this nuclear war situation, and then getting just really, we're dealing with so much right now when it comes to alien footage. If you go online right now and you type in anything that has to do with aliens, there is so much footage right now of everything. All 1947. Look at that, guys. So within 2 years of the two big bombs in Japan, we were visited, and an aircraft was basically captured, reverse engineered, best of our knowledge. And I'm going to Miyagi the hell out of you. Where'd you go? Oh, I see you. Oh, they're quick. These little freaking mayflies are quick. Miyagi'd. No! I'm looking for him. Hold on. If you don't move, sometimes he comes near your Facce, and then you can be like, yep, Miyagi. And then you Miyagi him. But imagine this. If you were saying that within 2 years of those nukes, we were visited and an aircraft fell. So probably they were observing during this time. There is an amazing piece of footage. Someone zooms in on the moon, and you see, like, guys, it's like 1,000 UFO aircraft flying across the screen, different speeds, all over the place. There's something massive happening here. I've been hearing stories about the Anunnaki coming back. It could be the Anunnaki. Also hearing that potentially why they want us to be rude. I'm going to call it rude from now on. V-rude. The reason they want us to be V-rude is we become a piece of property. Someone read something off today that blew my mind, and I read this in the 2012. I think it was some sort of drafted article from 2012. But this thing was this was basically from the Supreme Court saying that anybody that gets the VRU is no longer human. So, see, Juniper's filling me in. Juniper said there were a lot of tests after 1945. And I personally believe that they weren't all tests, especially in the South Pacific. They took out indigenous islands. You know, there's also a lot going on right now, like in the oceans. We had like 3 fires in the oceans. Did you guys see this? 3 fires in the oceans. They dropped a massive bomb in the ocean too. And there's apparently a creature. They think maybe that the Army's trying to take out this creature. It's crazy. You know, there's going to be a time where we're going to discover so much. We've only, I think, explored like 10% of the ocean. So it's going to be pretty insane when we start to find things in the ocean. Like, there's definitely dinosaur type stuff in the ocean. I mean, come on. We just haven't gone to the depths, but I guarantee you there's something out there that's freaking bigger than a great white and scarier than a great white. And maybe we'll find out in the next couple. If you ask Back to the Future Mark, he'd probably be able to tell you right away. I gotta get him over here to do another show. It's been a while since we did a call-in show with Back to the Future Mark. We should do a call-in night, guys. What do you think about a call-in night? Maybe we should do it on day 985. Maybe we should set it up as a day, like a special day. Ooh, day 987, 981, day 990, 90210. We'll do it on 90210. So you guys have to wait a while. Oh, we waited 90210 days, and we did it. Look, you couldn't wait 90,251 days. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, this is just a little random. I wouldn't call it a rant, but more of just a conversation about the current situation and also about where we come from. Hey, Dana, how are you? So good to see you. But remember, where we come from is from a group that was one. The division started right away, and I think once humans started to realize that they needed to control us and get us into that slave race, they said we need to put everybody into different sects. Why don't we call this one Jewish? These people would be whatever. And before you know it, you have people who are fighting over their religions instead of coming together on the fact that they both feel something positive and connect to something. Oh, but you don't believe in my God. Excuse me. We do. Yeah, we all believe in the same God. You call it something different. You're reading a book that someone wrote. Write your own freaking book. The power of the Spirit is within each and every one of us. It's not in a freaking building. You think some church goes and pays to build something, and that's where the Word of God is? That's where God is? You believe that? Every single second of your life, God is with you. God is in you. God is you. It's in everybody. You are not a God. You are God. You are a piece of God. And how often do you talk down about yourself? How often do you forget that you are a piece of God? That you are God? And God is within you, just aiming to beam out at the rest of the world. It's easy to forget because the lies are so thick and filled with black oil. Imagine that. If we can get them to not realize their power, if you can get them to realize that they don't, have a piece of the Spirit, the creator of this universe within each and every one of them, that would be a good position for us to keep them on the freaking wheel. I jumped off that freaking wheel 977 days ago. Freaking blazing our own path straight at the sun. One day, when everything comes to fruition, and we're able to shine that truth out at the rest of the world together, the chain reaction that's going to take place, just as quickly as we've lost our positivity. Miyagi! Just as quickly as we've lost our connection to positivity, we will lose our connection to the negativity. And as a whole consciousness, we will elevate above and forget about all the lies. But if you can't shut it off, if you can't get away from it, if you can't put it on mute, put a friggin' pin in it and go back tomorrow and show up here, then you will be unable to distinguish the lies from the truth, the reality from the frauds. And it's like, how many? Holy freaking cow. Everybody, they're all part of it. They're all like the oval. They say, oh, well, we continue to follow the science. You do? That has not happened once since you started this. Because we keep seeing things and then you just shut it down. They shut you down. That's one of the best songs from the last album. But just remember that they will continue to try to drive each and every one of us into the ground with high interest rates, and they'll put their foot on our neck as often as possible throughout this life in order to divide you from the moment, to divide you from me, and to divide you from the spirit, from God, from whatever you want to call it, but to divide you from the ultimate power that created you and everything. Oh no, there's no such thing as God. Call whatever the freak you want, but something created everything. I connect to it every single day, so don't tell me it doesn't exist. It's absolutely there. It's plentiful. And all you have to do is open up your heart to it. So don't tell me it doesn't exist. I've proven to this show many times that it exists. Something happened last year with Easter. I forget what it was, but with the dates. 8/25. Was it 8/25 or was it Easter or was it what was day 8/25? I have to check this real quick. Which date was that? Day 8/25 was, I have proof that God exists. I share my proof that God exists. This is on day 8/25 in a row, which happened to be, let's see if this will tell me if I click on it. April 4th. This is on Easter Sunday. So, you know what? This is interesting. This show has 341 views. 143 backwards. That's interesting. I kind of want to watch this with you guys real quick and see what I meant by proof of God. You guys want to watch this? I'm giving you the link just so you have it. Check this out. There's a reason this all tied together. Okay, let's see what they're going into here. What do you got, Mark? It's a Renaissance Man. Woo! It's the daily variety show. Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. I'm here, old school, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 825 in a row of the Renaissance Man show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day. So I want to start off by saying Happy Easter to each and every one of you, and I hope you had a great day with your family and friends. Today is a very important episode of the Renaissance Man show. We're here for day 825 in a row. Now, in general, this show is not about religion, but today is a religious day. So, I find myself in a specific situation where I'm starting to think about things. Okay, it's a holiday. It's Easter Sunday. That doesn't stop us from doing our show, does it? No. But then I start looking deeper. I start thinking about my life, the experiences that I've had over this 42 years that I've been here on this planet. And I want to share 2 stories with you. 2 stories that, as far as I'm concerned, my personal proof that God exists. So the first one, when I was 16, I was part of a program called Young Life. Young Life was a religious group that I think runs all over the country. I don't know. But where I grew up, Young Life was a pretty cool thing. You know what we did at Young Life? Basically Renaissance man. They'd sing songs. The priest would come and he'd speak some positive words, encouragement. He'd share a scripture and then he would have a sermon afterwards to these young adults. And that priest that was part of Young Life, man, he had an impact on me. He was about maybe my age at the time. Had this goatee. Father Kevin. Father Kevin gave the most amazing sermons. In fact, I didn't want to go to see anybody else except Father Kevin. When I was 17, maybe going on 18, coming to the end of my high school experience, Father Kevin was transferred out of the town, the parish that I was, part of with the Young Life organization. So we had a new priest, and everybody loved Father Kevin. Like, everybody. He was amazing. So we were all very sad, and I lost track of him. So, okay, keep in mind I'm 17, and I lose track of who I consider to be a mentor. I consider this guy a mentor because I could sit down with him, I could speak to him about anything. He had lived a life. It's crazy, but I think the story behind Father Kevin is he went to school, he went to college, he dated. Probably had serious girlfriends, and when he was close to 30 years old, he went and he became a priest. We need this. Oh, the woo-hoo! You can't go wrong with a woo-hoo. Today is, in a strange way, a day for a woo-hoo, and I'll share why. So, Father Kevin, he's transferred to a different parish, couple towns away, and we all we have a new priest, but he just wasn't the same. This guy was not the same. I lose track of Father Kevin. For years, I thought about the lessons he instilled within those Thursday night sessions at Young Life. We would sing these really uplifting songs, Brown-Eyed Girl and whatever. They were just songs that made us sing together, harmonies in the room, great energy. Sounds familiar? So Father Kevin disappears from my life for about 11 years. So I'm not sure about you, but in general, you need to explore in order to find out what you like. You need to figure out who's right for you, if that's even a thing. And that takes some time. So I'm 28 years old. I'm sitting down for my first date with my wife. Actually, I'm sorry. I must have been 26 at the time. 27, somewhere around there. 26. I sit down with my wife to have dinner for the first time. And I knew this was a different experience right from the start. It wasn't a simple conversation on the surface. It was very deep, and it was rewarding. Conversation led to mentors. Conversation led to people that had an impact in our lives. First date. So I start telling her about this priest, this amazing priest. I tell the whole story I just told you. I said, man, this guy was just unbelievable. Father Kevin. She goes, I have a Father Kevin in my family. He's, like my second cousin. He's actually the ring bearer at my parents' wedding. It's like, yeah, not Father Kevin Royal. Her eyes, her jaw. My wife's cousin, my in-laws were married, and their ring bearer was Father Kevin. Father Kevin married me to, married my wife. Like, this is the most amazing thing in the world. This man, who was the most religious person I'd ever met, as far as closest to God, came back into my life. Father Kevin married me, and he baptized each of my children. 2 Easters ago, before all this craziness that we're living through, we went to see Father Kevin at his parish. It's not that far away. So this was about 90 days into, at the time, what was Real Talk. But 90 days into the Renaissance Man show, I go see Father Kevin. I'm sitting there next to my wife. I started tapping her. Like, in the middle of his sermon. I start tapping her. And she's like, what's wrong? I get it now. I understand. I understand why I connected with this man. I understand why I felt so much coming from him. And at the time I said this because this is what it was to me. I said, he's Real Talk. Everything he speaks, every emotion was real. And I realized in that moment, I connect with people that are themselves, people that are willing to be vulnerable. Father Kevin is in my life again. That's just one piece of why I know God exists. Number 2 is even more mind-blowing. So, God works in mysterious ways. I had no intention of starting a show that would broadcast live every day until my heart stops beating. That was not the intention. And truth be told, it wasn't until my brother said to me, no one wants to see you every day. You can't go live every day. And when I looked at him, I said, I couldn't believe that. Or I could believe what my intuition tells me. I could believe that this world is dying. And that even if the world doesn't want to see me every day, I still have to try. So, what started that day, essentially, was a mission to leave a message every single day. So, how does God work in mysterious ways, Mark? What does that mean? Who cares? Okay, so you got up and you started a show and your brother said something and now you're here. Okay, I am here. So I look for signs, don't you? Don't you look for signs in life? Don't you look for things along the way that tell you you're on the right path? I do. Numbers, specifically. I just looked down, so 17, 13. Everything I see is 13. 13 is my number. 13 songs in every album. I love the number 13. So, I started this show on December 31st, 2018. I've been here every day since. Today is day 825 in a row. Why is that significant? Well, you got to a quarter of 800. That's cool, Mark. You're on your way to 900. No, that means nothing. I'm here every day. Hopefully we get to 13,000. 825 is significant because of this. It's Easter Sunday. The holiest day